Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to Old RPG Gaming, and we are playing WWE Smackdown vs Raw 2008 GM mode, guys. Right, let's take a look first of all. Who's happy, who's not. If I can find where the fuck that is. There we go, view roster. Let's take a look. So, popularity is good, fatigue is low apart from Regal. Right, Gregory Helms wants to be used, that's fine. Kane keeps losing, Kenny keeps losing, and Randy Orton keeps losing. So we're going to team those guys up in a handicap match so that they all win. We got no injuries. Everything's pretty good. Last episode was pretty good. Gregory Helms is oh, that was right. He's actually the #1 contender, isn't he, for the World Heavyweight Championship? We're going to have to change that, guys. There's the champions as it stands. And we do got a couple of rivalries going on. We got CM Punk and William Regal, Batista and Kane, and then we got Gregory Helms and Rey Mysterio battling out for the Cruiserweight Championship. So let's go and take a look on the calendar. We have just gone past the ECW pay-per-view. You see there in the bottom left, 21. So that's where we are. Let's events and activities, not the WWE promotion. Trophy day. William Regal, and then we won't do anything else for William Regal. We'll let him recover for the rest of the week because he's going to be part of our show. Events and activities, trophy date, we're going to go for Batista. Success, good. And Batista is in a rivalry with Kane, so we're going to jump Kane up a step as well. Why you'd want to go on a date with that monster, I don't know, but whatever these divas want, whatever the GM says they got to do, in fact. Let's take a look at what else is on here, guys. We got website interviews and all this other stuff, yeah? So, I don't really think any of that's any benefit to us at the moment. If we go to skill improvement, we can do the endurance training. Now, we'll be doing this for a lot of people, so let's start with William Regal, only because he's got the highest fatigue at the moment. Now, while it does cost 10,000 cash, 8% on his endurance skill, I think every 10%, is like one stat. I think that's how it works. So, actually no, it's not stats, is it? That's like how much fatigue he recovers daily. So, the higher we get that, obviously, the more fatigue he's going to recover, which is good because we've been doing lots of trophy dates and stuff like that with him. So on this one then, we are going to go for a title match hype. That's right, guys, Rey Mysterio is going to defend his Cruiserweight title, and that is going to be the main event. So let's get that up on there. One-on-one, let's go for a ladder match. Rey Mysterio, there he is, and his rivalry, Gregory Helms. 86 and 83 popularity. Rey Mysterio completely outdoes him on overall. A good 8 stats ahead of him. What is that? 4, 5, 6, 7 stats. But that's our main event. It should be pretty cool. Let's set up our next one, and that's going to be Batista and Kane. So if we go just one-on-one submission match, and we get Kane and Batista in there like that. Match 3 then is going to be our handicap match. Now, we get to 1-on-3. The difference between 1-on-3 and 1-on-trio is trio, you only have one person in the ring at the time from the 3. The other 2 stand like ringside. So 1-on-3 definitely puts it in the odds of the 3. Who is it that needed to win? We're going to be smart about it, guys. We're going to put... Let's put The Undertaker. Fuck it. Because even though he's going to lose, he's got high popularity. He can take the hit this week. Kenny was one of the ones that kept losing. I'm pretty sure Randy Orton was. I can't remember the other one. Let's just put... We don't want to put William Regal just yet. Let's put Matt Hardy in there. I'll save that match. Let's go back and see who the ones that were whinging. Um, Gregory Helms, it was Kane. Kane keeps losing, okay. So we're actually going to change Kane and Batista then for Undertaker and Matt Hardy. And then hopefully that will sort our problems out. So let's go back in here. Match 4, we're going to change that for CM Punk and William Regal. That is another one of our rivalries, so that works out just as well, guys. We'll put that there. And then match 3, we're going to change the Undertaker for Batista, and then Matt Hardy for Kane. So hopefully these three guys that are whinging, they pick up their win. Kane and Batista's rivalry carries on. All is good. Promo 2. What else are we going on here, guys? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to actually, yeah, fuck it. We go for the interview space. Let's give an interview out to CM Punk. Try and boost that number 4 rating. We know the main event's going to be really good. Hopefully, with the title match hype as well, that's going to be top rated. Match 4, we'll get a boost from this one. And then, what else we got? We got the handicap. Right, so now we can do let's go for a triple threat match. We'll have The Undertaker, Shad, and Chavo. And then for our first match, we'll go normal manager, and we're filling the hole. So we got Jeff Hardy, we got JTG. Actually, we don't have enough, I don't think. Nope, scrap that idea, guys. We're going to go one-on-one, Jeff Hardy and JTG. So hopefully I haven't missed anything. Let's just check that we got all our rivalries. Batista and Kane, Punk and Regal, and Mysterio and Helms. So everything is set. Let's see how it goes. Gonna hit simulate. Jeff Hardy loses out to JTG. Shad loses out to Chavo. Batista, he can take that. I mean, he's the champion. He had a trophy date this week as well. Kenny, Orton, and Kane all happy again. William Regal actually beat CM Punk in a submission. That's interesting. And Rey Mysterio retains the Cruiserweight Championship in a ladder match, main event on Smackdown. What do we got here? Minor injury for Gregory Helms. This will have roughly a 75% impact on his performance for 3 weeks. Okay, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful about that. Let's see the ratings. We got a 3-star rating. So Mysterio and Helms was 3.5, as was Punk and Regal. Then we dropped down to a 3, another 3, and then a 2.5. So we got it in the right order. I don't think it's going to be a good week. I think Raw are going to move ahead again, especially with the pay-per-view, of course. Let's see what else we can do to improve. Jeff Hardy lost. I don't think we used Matt Hardy, so we'll boost the Hardys this week. Fan change. Who's it for? We know it's for Raw. How much? 525,000. Well, fingers crossed, guys, that it didn't, like, the big part of it didn't come from us. We have lost quite a few. We're bottom of the viewings at the moment, but we are also the only show who hasn't had a pay-per-view. Remember, Judgment Day is not for a little while yet, so keep that in mind when we see those ratings, guys. Obviously, I did say that this game was a lot harder to win around with the ratings, and part of that is because even when you outdo Raw, they pretty much always outdo ECW, so they still take fans, making it very, very hard, even when you do well, to get ahead of them. Or vice versa if you picked the other show. Now, just working on the Hardys here, working on their popularity. Let's take a look, make sure everybody's happy now. No, they're not. In fact, we've got quite a few people that are unhappy. Chavo just wants an extra bit of money in his bank account. That one's sorted. Shad keeps losing. William Regal just wants some more money again, so we'll sort Regal out. So it's Shad and Batista that keep losing. Gregory Helms, as we know, has just picked up a minor injury, which is pretty shit because he doesn't even have half fatigue, so that's pretty spiteful of the game. Popularity wise, our lowest is Kenny and Chavo, so you can see now Jeff and Matt are way back up into the 70s, along with Shad and JTG, so that works out fine. In fact, we could do Jeff and Shad and then have the two tag teams pretty much on the same popularity. We'd have 3 on 78, 1 on 77. But I think what we'll do is work on Kenny and Chavo again, so that our first match doesn't drop like huge amounts in the rivalry, in the rating points. Our rivalries then, guys, we got 1, 2 and 3 weeks that they've been going on for. They've all got thumbs up. That is still good. Let's carry on. We got 2 days left. So 1 for Chavo and 1 for Kenny. 1 for Chavo first. And then we get 1 in there for Kenny as well. Big success, beautiful. So that now leaves us, our lowest popularity is Kenny on 69. So that's a lot better when you look at who your lowest, who's going to drag it down the most. 69 is not a low number when it comes to the popularity. It's not a high number, but you know, it's better than seeing 40s, 50s, you know, low 60s. Much better. Right, our main event then. Going to make it a World Heavyweight Championship match. Now, if we go one-on-one, it means we're going to rely on Batista to win himself. Because he's been on a losing streak, it usually means they're fucking going to lose again. So what we're going to do is go 1-on-2. Normal match, no manager with manager. Shad was the other guy that kept losing. So if we put Batista in there with Shad, Batista's rivalry is Kane. Now, I'm not sure if Kane is going to be able to take the title. It says he's able to challenge for it, so fantastic. Of course, we're going to hype that up because we want that to be huge. Match 4 then. USA title on the line. Let's go 1-on-2 like this. CM Punk, we want him to keep his title at the moment. The other person that we're going to look after at the moment is Gregory Helms. Now, we can't partner him with Punk at the moment because then it will break his rivalry. So what we're going to do is just put Matt Hardy in there. And that's obviously Punk and Regal. Match 3, let's go for, do you know what, let's go singles all round, guys. Rey Mysterio and Gregory Helms. Hopefully, it being a singles match, it won't do him any further damage. I hope not anyway. Sorry guys, got a bit of a bad throat. Shit weather at the moment. Let's go and get an interview in then for CM Punk. Again, just to get his popularity up, get his match rating up. Match 2, we can go 2-on-2. We have a tag team match. Let's go Undertaker. Oh, we got quite a few ways that we can do this. I'll tell you what, we go Undertaker and Kenny taking on Chavo and Randy Orton. Now, 82, a couple of 70s, and then our lowest. The reason I put that ahead of this one is because hopefully Undertaker's rating will drag that up above the rating that this one will get. So, who have we got left? We've got Jeff Hardy and JTG. Okay, so nobody's double booked. All the rivalries are continued. That's Kane and Batista, Punk and Regal, Mysterio and Helms. So let's go for that. Single matches pretty much all the way through except the tag match. That's just to lower the fatigue a little bit. We've been doing lots of fatigue things like the trophy dates, and we've had a couple ladder matches, submission matches, things like that. That went to plan. Batista retained the title, and it means he's not going to whinge about losing anymore. Kane had the same issue last week about losing, so we know that both of those are going to be okay. Shad as well needed the win. He got it with Batista. Regal actually beat Punk and Hardy and is now the new United States champion. That's actually a bit of a shock because CM Punk is a higher overall. I think he's a better wrestler in the game. And he had the advantage of Matt Hardy with him, so shit went down in that match, guys. Helms beat Mysterio. Hopefully it hasn't cost him any further time off with his injury. Kenny and The Undertaker get the win. That's good for The Undertaker. We do want to keep him high profile. We're going to get him in the rivalry at some point. And it also means Kenny moves up even higher. He's probably 70 popularity, which means we're moving up our lowest, if you like. So that's good as well. And JTG beats Jeff Hardy. No messages. That is a good sign when it comes to wanting to know if you got injured or not. We know we didn't get any further injuries because we didn't get a message. That is good. Our fatigue's dropped nicely. William Regal still needs to drop a little bit, so does Batista. But other than that, we're doing okay. Kenny's unsatisfied. He just wants another contract. So again, we just chucked 5 weeks on. I found as well, guys, with this one, money is not like a huge thing on this. You can kind of just let money take care of itself, kind of thing. I think you earn money from the shows you put on. I'm not quite sure how it's different to the other games, but I've never seemed to have a problem with money. I'm never like running advertising promos or anything like that. It just kind of works a little bit better. I'm not sure how, but it does. Let's move on. We'll do one more week, one more Smackdown, guys, for this episode. Right, we don't want to really be adding on much more to fatigue at the moment, so we're trying to keep it down. So what we're going to do this week is skill improvements, and we're going to work on that endurance training. Now, we started on Regal, so let's carry on with William Regal. He's also still got the highest fatigue. He got 8 the first time round, injury-free month. That goes towards the GM of the year, guys. If you watch the episodes, I know this is only the 3rd episode, but I did explain about that GM of the year, and I think in the first one. So that's 5% now, which is good. Skill improvement, right, we're carrying on with endurance. What I was going to say is we got an 8 and a 5, so we've got 13, another 8 is 21. So we're over 20%. He gains 20% extra fatigue each time he rests, or he clears 20% extra. So that is good. That'll do from William Regal. Let's start working on the next one then. That might as well be CM Punk. If we do it this way, the people that are in our rivalries and therefore going to be in our big matches aren't going to suffer so much, if you like, from the fatigue. So we're working on Punk now. Big success, that's fantastic. Right, Smackdown is ready to go. Just want to see. Right, ECW have dropped some fans, we've dropped some fans, Raw have taken both. So, again, now there's 40,000 more than what there was at the start, because if you take away the 300,000 from Raw, give them to SmackDown, you can see where the extra fans are, which is, that puzzles me. I don't understand that. Unless it's part of the game, I don't know. Right then, guys, fatigue-wise, William Regal again really does need like a singles match this week. So does Gregory Helms. I know it sucks and it gets a bit repetitive, not just for the game but for you guys watching. But we've got to make sure that we got to control injuries. So if Gregory Helms has got his injury, which he has, we got to make sure we don't make it worse, especially this early in the game. CM Punk keeps losing. Randy Orton wants a title shot. So what we're going to do is put Randy Orton against William Regal, CM Punk on Randy Orton's side for the title, and who knows, Randy Orton might win it. Hopefully Regal retains it. We'll see what happens. Rivalries still going well, which is good. Let's head on into SmackDown, guys, and sort the show. Main event, right, I think the one that I just said will do perfectly as our main event. So if we go normal single with manager, if we put Punk on Regal's side, that will hopefully make Regal keep the title, and it also means Punk will get his win. And it will continue the rivalry. I don't know how that works, but it does, guys, trust me. So that is our main event for this one. I think it's not our main event. I'm going to put it fourth. I'm going to put our main event as a triple threat match. We're going to have The Undertaker, Kane, and Batista. Match 3 then, we're going to have a 2-on-2 tag team, and we are going to have Gregory Helms and Rey Mysterio. We're pairing all our rivalries at the moment because it gives both of them the win if they win, which is a little gamble because you might end up with both of them losing, but hey, we take gambles, some you win, some you lose. That's going to be that match there. Crime Time taking on Helms and Mysterio. Promos, let's get something along the lines of let's have an interview space, yes, for Kane. Then we can run something similar here. Let's run title match hype for the US Championship. Match 2, we've got Hardy's left, we've got Kenny left. Let's go one-on-ones. Chavo and Jeff. Actually, Matt's higher. Let's go Chavo and Matt. And then our first one is going to be Kenny and Jeff. So these are our 2 lowest rated superstars, Kenny Dykstra and Jeff Hardy. To say a low rated superstar, the lowest on your roster, is 17, that is fantastic. Obviously it is a lot easier to do it in 2008, but it's still a good thing to have your lowest one as a high popularity superstar. That's fantastic. Right guys, that's Smackdown set. So I'm going to go ahead and hit simulate. Jeff Hardy, he doesn't seem to be doing very well for us at the moment. Kenny picks up his second win of the episode. Chavo wins as well, poor Hardys. Crime Time beat Helms and Mysterio. Randy Orton defies me, the motherfucker. The Legend Killer has beat Regal and Punk. Kane wins the triple threat, getting the pinfall over Batista. We have got minor injury for William Regal as well. These seem like they're quite easy to pick up at the moment. I don't know why. Helms has obviously got a week left on his. I mean, we're not like soaring ahead with the fatigue either. He's only got 4 out of 10 on his fatigue, so I don't know. Does it take into account that he's old? I don't know. Punk obviously is now still losing. Jeff Hardy keeps losing. Matt Hardy keeps losing. That gives me a good idea for what we're going to do next. But I will keep it as a surprise until the next episode, guys, because this is the end of this episode. David and Goliath rivalry between Punk and Regal has escalated to 2 out of 3, so that's getting a good reaction from the fans. There's our current champions as they stand, guys. Next episode we will probably see Judgment Day, which is our first pay-per-view of the year, so make sure you come back and watch the next episode, guys. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. I really do appreciate that. It lets me see that you guys are listening and watching and enjoying, and you know, lets me see that. So I appreciate it if you hit like, hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, guys. There is a couple of other WWE GM playthroughs on the channel if you want to go check those out. And that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers. Also guys, if you want to get your own channel art or logo personally done for you, get in touch with the graphics designer that done my channel art. The Skype address is on the screen.